last session we had a discussion about what is inheritance, how many types of inheritance are available, how many types of inheritance are available. Next and after that, sir, what is a method resolution order if multi-level inheritance are there, hybrid inheritance are there, how the method resolution order is going to be happen, MRO, how the C3 algorithm is working, like we covered already all these things, correct or not? Okay, we discussed already all these C3 algorithm, how it is going to work like this, we covered already, right? So now, what is the next cinema? What is the next thing we require to discuss, right? Here, polymorphism. That's all this is about. Sir, has a relation, has a relation. Next and after that, this is about what is inheritance concept we completed, right? Next, we have to talk about polymorphism concept. Public, private, protected. This part we are going to discuss after completing this concept. Don't worry, at last it will come. Now, let me talk about polymorphism. Okay, now can you please tell what is polymorphism? What is the poly? Poly means what? From our childhood onwards we are discussing, man. From our childhood onwards we are discussing. Poly means what? Many. Are you getting? Poly means what? Many. Okay, like a poly itself is nothing but many, sir. Marps means what? Marps means what? Okay, marps means what? Forms. Okay, poly means many, marps means forms like this we can. So many forms, only one but multiple forms itself is the concept of polymorphism. Okay, one but multiple forms, one name. Okay, one name but multiple forms, multiple forms is the concept of polymorphism. Some best example for this polymorphism is a classroom student. Yourself is the best example, man. So if you consider, so yourself best example is polymorphism. Best example, yourself is the best example. Sir, how yourself is the best example, sir? Assume that he is sir one student in our classroom. Assume that any student, sir, either myself or otherwise yourself or otherwise partners are they like some person. Assume that. Okay, here he is one person in our classroom, sir. Assume that, sir, you know his behavior. If you observe that, you know, within the house, assume that he is there in the house in front of his parents. Okay, he is there in the house in front of his parents. Then his behavior is, you know, he's always going to talk about, okay, that class, this class, that book, next this book, and then temple, this type of terminology by default is coming. Are you getting? If he is there in the house in front of his parents, then automatically our words is always, you know, something like sir, this class, that book, this temple, these kind of terminology by default is coming, sir. Then automatically assume that this person came out from the house, he is with his friends, same person only, he is with his friends. Then automatically the terminology by default is going to be changed. Array, yesterday's brand is not good, we require to change the brand. Are you getting right? Tomorrow the cinema is going to come, compulsory first show only we require to cover. Array, same person only, if he is coming out from the house, then automatically, have you observed, right? Different terminology is going to come, sir. Here, cinema, brand, next and after that, cigar, like these kind of things are coming in the picture. But the same person coming to Hyderabad, assume that for learning some courses, then automatically, you know, bird is going to get wings. Their complete color by default will be changed. Are you getting? Here in Hyderabad, the people who are coming from to Hyderabad to learn the courses, you know, their color by default completely got changed, sir. If any native place person, if he is seeing, he may get the doubt whether the same person or not. Such type of color changes by default will be there in Amirpet. Remember this one in Hyderabad, right? So the important point is, how many persons are there? Can you spell out how many persons are there? Only one person. But in the house, one type of behavior. In the outside of his house with his friends, another type of behavior. In Hyderabad, complete different behavior by default will be there. Same person, but multiple forms. This is the concept of what? Polymorphism. Everyone can able to understand, right? Are you getting what is the meaning of polymorphism? Best example, sir. Okay, like, sir, you are telling a generic example, sir, normal example to understand. Like, don't worry. I will go for one more example. Just observe that. Observe that. Sir, plus operator is there. Best example, plus operator is there. How many operator? Only one operator. Plus. If I can take 10 plus 20, what the answer by default we are going to get? 30. 10 plus 20. What the answer we are going to get? 30. If I can take Durga plus a soft. Durga plus a soft. What is the answer by default we are going to get? Durga soft. Are you getting? Sir, same plus operator, sometimes it acts as arithmetic addition operator, sometimes it acts as string concatenation operator. Are you getting? Same plus operator, sometimes it acts as concatenation operator, sometimes it acts as string arithmetic addition operator. How many operators are there here? Please respond. How many operators are there? Only one operator. Only one operator. But sometimes arithmetic addition, sometimes we know string concatenation. Same operator, but for multiple purposes. Is the concept of polymorphism only. Of course, this specific polymorphism is called operator overloading. Remember that operator overloading. This specific polymorphism is called operator overloading. Okay. Next, another example. You have star operator also. Correct or not? Star operator also. So 10 into 20. What the answer? Respond, man. Why you are silent? 10 into 20. What the answer? What the answer we are going to get? 200. 10 into 20. 200 we are going to get. So now I'm taking here Durga into 3. I'm taking, sir. Then what is the answer by default we are going to get? Durga. Okay, Durga 3 times. Sir, same star operator, sometimes multiplication, sometimes repetition operator. This is nothing but same operator but multiple purposes. Polymorphism concept. This thing is nothing but this thing itself is nothing but operator overloading. Best example for polymorphism concept, right? Similarly, do you know we want to deposit the money. Are you getting? In the bank, we require to deposit the money. Best example to understand deposit method. Sometimes you may deposit with cash. Are you getting? Sometimes you may deposit with cash. Do you know? Sometimes you may deposit with a check. Okay, deposit check. Sometimes you may deposit with DD, something like that. Do you know, sir? Here, same method, but multiple argument types. Sometimes cash, sometimes check, sometimes DD, something like. Sir, do you know this type of thing is same name but multiple argument types. Same name but multiple argument types, multiple number of arguments. Like this type of concept is nothing but method of overloading. Are you getting that? What is this concept, sir? Method of overloading. Are you seeing one but multiple? Respond. One but multiple. Is it a polymorphism or not? Yes, perfectly itself is nothing but polymorphism. One name but multiple argument types. Sir, one operator but multiple purposes. Okay, like next one more. If you want one more small example, I'm going to take here. Just observe that. I have class P is there. Legend this one. I have class P is there. In the P, I have some marry function is there, sir. Best example to understand. Marry function is there. Sir, parent is going to arrange the marriage with some Subbalakshmi like this, right? Okay. Sir, parent arrange the marriage with some Subbalakshmi, something like that. Okay. Now I'm taking class C child of P, sir. Class C is the child. So he didn't satisfy marry with the Subbalakshmi. Sir, whatever parent methods by default available to the child, but child not satisfied with that, then automatically child is trying to override that. Okay, child is trying to override. Okay, print okay, something like is taking some katerna like this, right? Are you getting? Something like he's taking some katerna. Now take a bit very special care. How many method names are available? Please respond. Everyone, can you please respond? How many method names are available? Only one method name. Correct or not? Only one method name. In the parent, one type of implementation, but in the child, another type of implementation. Parent implementation as Subbalakshmi, but child implementation as Katirna. Are getting parent implementation as Subbalakshmi, but child implementation as Katirna. This type of thing is nothing but okay, overriding. It is also best example for polymorphism concept. So one but a multiple, one name but a multiple forms, which is the concept of polymorphism. It may be operator, it may be method name, it may be arguments, like you can able to decide. So polymorphism. Any doubt? Any doubt? Are you seeing multiple forms of polymorphism or not? Right, just basic idea. I didn't discuss internal things, don't worry. Just the basics. Are you in a position to understand what is the polymorphism? One name, but multiple forms. Yes, overloading, overriding, all those things we will discuss in detail. Just getting some basic idea. What is polymorphism? Oh, something like one name, but multiple forms is the concept of polymorphism. Remember that, sir. Next, related to polymorphism, these are the topics what we require to discuss, right? Sir, what those? The first topic. Okay, these are the topics what we require to discuss. What the first topics are? Duck typing. What is the first one, sir? Duck typing. Philosophy of Python. Very important, sir. Very important concept. Duck typing philosophy of Python. What is the meaning of duck typing philosophy? Very important question for the interview room. What is duck typing philosophy? Okay. Second one, sir, operator overloading. Of course. Second one, overloading concept we are going to discuss. In the operator overloading. Next, method overloading. Next, and after that, constructor overloading. We require to discuss this one. Okay, these are three forms of overloading is there, but whether it is going to be satisfied or not, we will discuss. Don't worry about that. Next, Python supports or not. Next one, overriding. In that overriding, we require to talk about method overriding. Next one, after that, overriding and the constructor overriding. Okay, method overriding. Next, the constructor overriding. Okay, like we require to discuss, right? Okay, this is the syllabus what we have related to the polymorphism. Just only 1 or 2 sessions are more enough to complete this concept, but make sure very important concept. Clear? What is polymorphism? What is the agenda? We require to discuss about that. So one name but multiple forms is the concept of polymorphism. Okay, like sir, in the overloading, overriding, in the overloading, operator overloading, method overloading, constructor overloading, like all these things are nothing but okay, polymorphism terminology, right? Any doubt? Don't ask what is duck typing philosophy of Python. We require to discuss. Don't ask what is operator overloading, method overloading, like this is the agenda what we are going to discuss. Clear? Respond, man. Why you are silent? Clear? Up to this? Can I start the cinema? Okay. Now, what is duck typing philosophy? Are you getting? Sir, what is duck typing philosophy of the Python? Don't feel, oh, a big discussion is going to be happen and so on. A simple rule, sir. A simple rule. Sir, in other languages and in Python, there is one big difference in there, sir, with respect to the type. Have you observed? I'm talking about typing. With respect to the type, there's a big difference in there. In Python, we are not required to specify the type explicitly. We can't specify the type explicitly. Based on provided value, at runtime, the type will be considered automatically. Hence, Python is considered as dynamically typed programming language. From our childhood onwards, we are discussing about dynamically typed programming language. Sir, we discussed already, right? Dynamically typed programming language is the Python. Now I have one small doubt, sir. DEF, I'm taking one function. This function is taking some obj, sir. Obj, and then obj dot talk is the function I'm calling. So you require to pass some object, and on that object we are calling talk function. Remember, we are calling talk function. Sir, is this type of syntax is acceptable in the Python or not? Okay, respond. This type of syntax is acceptable in the Python or not? Yes. Yes, because types we are not required to specify. That's why it's always acceptable, no problem at all. But do you know, if you consider other languages like Java, if I'm taking a method, come if I can take like this, obj, in the obj dot talk, like it's not going to be accepted. It's not going to be accepted. Compulsory, you should specify the type explicitly. You can take some student, or you can take some customer, something like you require to take specify the type explicitly. Can you please tell now which type of object is coming as the argument? Please respond. If it is Java related, I'm asking which type of argument is coming for this method? Student type, because you are telling that it is a student type of object. But in Python you can't specify like that, because there is no way to specify. Now I can ask the same question now, which type of object is coming for this function f1? Please respond. Which type of function, which type of object is coming as the argument in this case, in the Python case? Please respond, each and every person. What is the type of obj? What is the type of obj? We don't know. It may be, we don't know. It may be dog object, it may be cat object, it may be rat object. We don't know. At runtime, you can pass any object. At runtime, you can pass any object, right? Okay. At runtime, you can pass any object. That object, the corresponding object related talk method by default is going to execute. Now, sir, we can't decide the type at the beginning. Remember that in Python, we can't decide the type at the beginning. At runtime, based on your provided, automatically the type by default will be considered. Okay, sir, how you can aware that duck object is coming, or otherwise cat object is coming, or dog object is coming? Remember that. So just how to decide whether duck object is coming, whether duck object is coming or cat object is coming. How you can decide? Very simple, sir. What is the Python's rule? What is the Python's philosophy is, sir, here legend, someone is going to pass. What type of object is going to pass? I don't know, sir. What how the Python is going to consider that? Just a very simple one. If it walks, observe very carefully this word, sir. If it walks like a duck and talks like a duck, sir, if it walks like a duck and talks like a duck, then it is a duck. Are you getting that? Just take a bit very special care about this one. Okay, if it walks like a duck and talks like a duck, oh, then it should be the duck man. That's all. That is the way you require to confirm, because there is no way to know the type of object in Python. Remember this one. So you can't find this object is what type? This object is what type? There is no way to find. Sir, if it walks like a duck and talks like a duck, then it should be the duck. If it walks like a cat and talks like a cat, then it should be cat. Like that only you require to decide. This principle is nothing but duck typing philosophy of Python. Are you able to understand? Are you able to understand? Because why this problem is coming? Because it's the dynamically typed, we are not going to specify the type. At runtime, based on the behavior, I will decide which type of object. If it walks like a duck and talks like a duck, then automatically, sir, we can consider it is the duck. Clear? Are you able to understand? If condition, how you can able to use this object is of what type? How you can able to check? Regarding how you can able to check this object is of what type? Okay, like just so it is generally this is so if it walks like a duck and talks like a duck, then automatically it is considered as a duck. Remember that. So this principle is nothing but okay, duck typing principle of the Python. Okay, how you can able to use? Just I will show with a small example then automatically you people can aware, sir. So if any person is asking, very important question for the interview room, if any person is asking what is the duck typing philosophy of Python, sir, simple you have to tell, sir, in Python we are not going to declare the types explicitly because it is the dynamically typed programming language. So we are not going to specify directly. Then how you can decide this object is what type and so on. At runtime, I will call some functions. If it walks like a duck and talks like a duck, then I should consider this is a duck, sir. This principle is nothing but duck typing principle of Python. Clear, right? I will go for a small chota example. Don't worry about that. Okay. Now let me go for a small chota example. What we have. Okay. Here see this one. I have one class is there. Duck class I'm taking, sir. Duck class I'm taking. Sir, def it is a talk like this. Self. Can you please tell how the duck is going to talk? Oh, how the duck can talk? What sounds the duck? Huh? Have you ever heard about the duck sound? Good. Duck always going to, duck is always going to sound duck. Oh, not duck, man, not duck. So, quack, quack. Sir, like this is the sound of the duck. Are you getting quack like this? It is going to sound. Next, I have a class. I have one class. Dog is there. Dog is there, sir. Sir, next, how the dog is going to talk? Okay, or sound. Okay, anyway, can you please tell? I hope this one you can able to understand. Okay, sir, bow, like like this. Bow, like like this one. It is the sound of the dog. Okay, next class. Sir, cat I'm taking. Can you please tell what is the sound? How the cat is going to talk? Here, respond, man. Print. Good. Meow. Okay. Meow like this. So meow. Okay, like that. So meow like this. It is going to talk. Okay, last one, sir. Class goat. Last one. Don't worry, just SMR. Sir, def talk of self. Okay, remember this one. Def talk of self. Like this, I'm taking. Can you please tell how the goat GOAT? GH. Goat. How the goat is going to talk, sir? Can you spell out? Print. Yes. Print meow. Yeah, like something like so MYAH. Okay, like just MYA meow. Okay, meow. Like it is. That's all. So now observe. I have duck, dog, cat, goat. Like there are four animals. Something like four type of sounds. Four objects are there. Assume that. Sir, I want to create a list of objects. I don't know which objects are there. Assume that. Sir, duck object I created. Next one after that a list. Dog object I created. Next one after that goat object I created. Next cat object I created. Assume that cat. A list of objects are there, sir. A list of objects are available. Next, for OBJ in L. For OBJ in L, just I'm using obj.talk. Sir, obj.talk. Just observe that for OBJ in L, obj.talk. Sir, which type of object is coming? I don't know. It may be duck, it may be dog, it may be goat, it may be cat. How I can decide, sir? If it talks like if it talks like a quack, like talks like a duck, then you require to consider as a duck. If it talks like a dog, then you require to consider like a dog. If it talks like a cat, then you require to consider as a cat, something like that. This principle is nothing but like what these principles are. Duck typing philosophy of Python. Remember that. Let me execute this code, sir. Very important question for the interview room. Remember that. Let me execute this code. Py test dot. Have you observed? Quack, quack, like, oh, first one is duck man. Next, the second one, bow, bow is coming. Then automatically duck. Mea, mea is coming. Is nothing but goat. Meo, so something like it is a cat like this. Are you getting? Based on the sound or based on efforts are very simple. If it walks like a duck, if it talks like a duck, then it should be duck. That's all. You can't declare, oh, this is the duck type and so on. Such type of declarations are not there in the Python. This kind of principle is nothing but duck typing philosophy. Remember. Then immediately you may have the bigger doubt. What your doubt is, sir? If that object not having the talk method, then it may be the problem or not. Can you please observe? Luckily here, for all objects, we have talk method is available. Correct or not? Here talk is available. Here also talk is available. Talk is available. That's why we are not facing any problem. We are not facing any problem. Assume that if this talk method is not available, then automatically there may be a serious problem. How you can able to solve that problem? Python having some solution also for that. Anyway, that part I will take care. Up to this, is it clear? Sir, are you in a position to explain what is the duck typing philosophy of the Python? Sir, because in Python we are not going to specify the type explicitly. Based on runtime behavior, we will decide which type of object it is. If it walks like a duck, talks like a duck, it is considered the duck. That is the philosophy what the Python follows, which is nothing but duck typing principle of the Python. Clear? Yeah, just nobody is walking means just I'm telling general word for the survey. Only talking. Nobody is walking means just I'm telling only word, that's all. Just how it is going to be considered. Clear, right? Next, one more small doubt, sir. Suppose assume that if the talk method is not available, then maybe a problem. That's why here assume dog having bark method. Dog having bark method, not talk. Then it is not going to execute. It is not going to execute. At certain point, immediately you are going to get the problem or not. Yes, dog object has no attribute to talk. Dog object has no attribute to talk. So if you don't know the type, whether that object having a particular function or not, how you can able to decide? Yes, do we have any solution for that? Yes, sir, we can have some solution. Here, what error we are getting? Can you please observe? What is this error? Oh, respond man. What is this error? Can you please read? Attribute error. Dog object has no attribute talk. Dog object has no attribute talk. Like this we have. This is the problem what we are going to get. Now my question is, observe like how you can able to solve this problem. There is one function is there. What is that function is? Has attribute. Can you please observe? What is the function name? Has attribute is the function. Has attr. Has attr is the function. Now you can specify obj so and so object having this attribute or not. Sir, attribute name you have to specify. It may be method name, it may be variable name. If this object having this attribute, it may be method name or variable name, then it's going to return true, sir. If this object not having this attribute, then automatically it's going to return false. Remember that. Sir, how you can use? Can you please explain a small example, sir? Like you may ask. Very simple. Same example. Let me change the code. Here I'm taking if what is the code I'm trying to take? Has attr of obj. Sir, obj has attribute. What is that attribute, sir? Talk attribute. Oh, if this obj has a talk attribute, then obj dot talk function you can call. Regarding obj dot talk function you can call. Next, if obj not having talk function, elif Elif, else if has ATTR of obj having work function, work method, then automatically obj dot work. That's all. Now just we are using only one function. What is that function name? Array, what is the function name? Respond. What is the function name? Has attribute. Are you getting? Has attribute. If this object having this attribute, then call that function. Oh, there is some facility is there to check whether a particular variable is available for that object or not, whether a particular method is available for that object or not. You have before once check that, and then you can call. Now observe. If I can do like this, what is the output by default we are going to get? Yes, have you observed, right? Quack quack, like perfect it's going to get. We are not going to get any attribute error. Clear, right? Sir, what is this is small chota concept itself is nothing but, okay, sir, this duck typing philosophy of Python. Clear? If you don't know the type of object, how you can call a particular method. For that, solution is has attribute function is the solution for that. Can I go to the next level? Up to this, is it okay, right? Why, man? If both are not there, then no error. No error. I'm not calling anything. Have you observed? Divya, just I will ignore that object. Just I will ignore that object. Nothing. Just it will ignore that object, go for the next object. Clear? What is the duck typing philosophy of Python? If any person is asking very important question in the interview room, simple, sir. If it walks like a duck, if it talks like a duck, then we should consider it is a duck, because we can't specify the types explicitly in the Python. Okay, sir, if you don't know the type, then how you can call a particular method? There is one concept is there named with the has attribute. By using this concept, we can able to check whether that function or whether that method or variable available or not. So I will decide. Okay, that's answer. Attribute has attribute is a function. Attribute is a function because I'm not calling on any object. Inbuilt function provided by Python. Okay, that's all. This is about duck typing philosophy of Python. Okay, now let me go for overloading concept. Now the remaining is the theoretical actually, but next thing onwards, a small programs also you can able to see. Overloading concept. Do you know overloading? We can use, sir, there are three types of overloading is there. Just observe that overloading is there. There are three types: operator overloading, method overloading, and the constructor overloading. Let me talk about first operator overloading. Very, very important, sir. Sir, do you know the people who are coming from Java background, especially Java won't provide support for operator overloading, but Python provides support for operator overloading. Especially the people who are coming from Java background, yes, definitely you people are going to get what is the meaning of operator overloading, how you can able to implement this concept, and so on. Can I go for that? Today is the Monday, that's why most of the people are not active. I'm seeing the response very slowly. Can I continue? Parallelly, are you doing dinner or something like? Are you doing multitasking? Then why you people are not responding, man? Please, if you are having any doubt, please let me know so that I will try to explain. If I'm not having clarity, then so I will refer and then at least I will try to explain. First response must be required, please. Operator overloading. Sir, best example. Best example, plus operator. Plus operator is overloaded or not? Plus operator is overloaded or not? I checked, I told already. Yes, plus operator we can use for arithmetic addition. Plus operator you can use for arithmetic addition. Plus operator you can use for string concatenation also. Both. So same operator for multiple purposes we are using. Same operator for multiple purposes we are using is the concept of operator overloading. Plus operator is the best example. Star operator is the best example. We covered already, sir. Star operator can be used for general multiplication, normal arithmetic multiplication. Next, for repetition operator also. If you consider, sir, Durga is going to be repeated 3 times. Like, sir, star and plus. Best examples to understand what is operator overloading. Remember, any doubt? Any doubt? Same operator we can use for multiple purposes. Regarding overloaded this operator for multiple purposes, which is nothing but operator overloading. Any doubt about this one, sir? They respond. Any doubt about this one? Operator overloading. Okay, like, sir, anyway, you know, Python supports operator overloading, sir. For your class objects also, happily we are allowed to overload this plus operator. Don't feel that plus operator is applicable only for numbers, only for string. I have some student object is there, or I have some book objects are there. For my own customized objects also, happily we are allowed to use. Sir, use plus operator, right? Best example, sir. Assume that. Let me go for a small example. Yes. Between two lists also we can use plus operator. Correct. Between two sequences you can use the plus operator. Now have a look one, sir. I have one class book is available, sir. Okay. Every book having number of pages. Def underscore init of self. Okay, like that. So now number of pages, self dot pages is equal to pages, like this I'm taking. So here let me take pages. Okay, there is one variable I'm passing some value, then automatically like this. So this is my book class. Observe that this is the book class, right? Now I want to create two book objects. B1 book of 100 pages I'm taking. Next one after that B2 book of 200 pages I'm taking. So total how many books are available? How many books are available? Please respond. How many books I created? 2 books. First book contains 100 pages. Second book contains 200 pages. Now my requirement is print of the total number of pages. The total number of pages is, okay, B1 plus B2 of that. Is it valid or invalid? Is it valid or invalid? Respond. Is it valid or invalid? Yes, I'm taking B1 plus B2. So I'm using plus operator. You should use plus operator between two numbers or between two string you can use, or at least you can use two list objects. No problem at all. List case also it is going to perform adding. Now my question is just I'm using for two book objects. How you can able to use, man? How you can able to use? Immediately Python will give left and right. Observe that. Python will use left and right. Okay, type error unsupported operand types, sir, plus for book and book. Array plus operator you can't use for book and book. Plus operator you require to use for numbers. Plus operator you require to use for string objects, no problem. But for book and book it's not possible. If I can ask a Java person, array, I want to apply for book objects, in between two book objects plus operator I want to use. Can you please tell the way? If I can ask a Java person, simple Java person is going to tell, sorry man, sorry, plus operator is applicable only for the strings and numbers only. You can't apply between two book objects. Sorry, that facility is not there. Okay. If I use plus operator between two book objects, then obviously plus operator I can use for my own purposes also. I can overload, I can extend functionality of plus operator for my own class objects also, which is nothing but operator overloading. Everyone can able to understand what the meaning of operator overloading? Don't feel, sir, predefined functionality. You should apply for your own requirements also. Tomorrow I'm talking about two student objects. Array, can you please apply plus operator between two student objects? Minus operator between two student objects. Is it applicable or not? Yes, why not? If you want, you can define that functionality. This concept is nothing but operator overloading. Everyone can able to understand? Yes, in Java, operator overloading is available or not available? In Java, operator overloading is available or not available? No such type of concepts are. No such type of concept, but in Python, it is available. Okay, remember that. Remember, in Python, it is available. Between two book objects, you are going to use, no problem at all. Yes, how you can able to do that? So, some people may suggest, sir, b1.pages plus b2.pages, like you can able to take. No, I don't want to take pages. I don't want to take pages. So plus operator between two things, automatically my plus operator is required to perform that activity. How you can able to do that? Okay, very simple, sir. Very simple. To implement, to add the functionality of plus operator for your book class, for every operator. Sir, which operator I'm using here? In this example, which operator I'm using? Respond. Which operator I'm using? Plus operator. For every operator, internally, there is a method associated with that. Regarding for every operator, internally, there is a method associated with that. Okay? Method associated with that. If I override that method in my book class, whenever we are using plus operator, automatically that method is going to execute, which is going to perform our required operation. Such type of methods are called magic methods. Regarding such type of methods are called what? Magic methods. All magic methods are defined in object class, base class, right? We require to do that. Sir, let me repeat again. For every operator, if you want to apply overloading, for every operator, magic methods are available. If you override that magic method in my book class, then plus operator is applicable for our book objects also. Okay, internally plus operator is always going to call one magic method. If you can make that magic method available in your book class, automatically now plus operator is applicable for the book also. I'm extending the functionality of plus operator for my book, which is nothing but operator overloading. How you can able to implement operator overloading concept? By using magic methods. Remember this one, sir. Sir, what is the magic method for the plus operator? Right? Very simple. Very simple. I will list out all magic method, but first here only one operator plus. What is the magic method? What is the name of the constructor? Parsa, excellent man. You are expecting plus. Plus is the function. Plus is the function for magic method. Like no. Sir, don't worry. Just don't be hurried. What is the name of the constructor? Constructor name in Python is always, what is the name? Underscore init underscore like this. Correct time? Is it predefined or not? Predefined man, Python specific. Sir, similar to this, for the plus operator, which method associated with that? Underscore add underscore like this. This is the magic method. Remember this one, sir. This is the magic method what we have. Plus means this is the magic method what we have. Any doubt? Okay, so remember, if you can able to define this method in our book class, whenever we are using plus operator, internally this one is going to work. Remember this. So how I can able to do that? Very simple, sir. How you can able to do that? Very simple. Just let me go for. Sir, which operator I'm using? Can you please tell? I want to overload which operator? Plus operator. For every operator associated with one special method, what is that method name? What is that method name? I highlighted already on the screen. Magic method. Magic method. Okay, are you getting? So if you by using magic methods, we can implement operator overloading in Python. Remember that. So for plus operator, what is the magic method? Remember what is the magic method, sir? Sir, underscore add underscore is the magic method. Remember. Okay, now I'm ready to write. Sir. Here, have a look once. Inside Python, inside book class underscore yard underscore self. 1 minute. 1 minute, sir. Here, there is one small problem in there. What the problem is? When this method is required to execute, Ayo, can you please tell? When this method is required to execute, whenever we are calling plus operator between two book objects, whenever we are calling plus operator between two book objects, automatically this method is required to execute. So B1 plus B2, automatically yard method will execute. Then this yard method should talk about B1 and should talk about B2. So self means current object. Self means B1. Don't get confused. Self means B1 object. But where is the second object? Where is the second object? Where is the second object? B2. That B2 compulsory you require to declare. What is the thing? Other. Like this, right? So self means first argument. Other means second argument. Okay? Colon. Okay. Now I have to return. Sir, between two book objects, yard method, what it has to return? The number of pages present inside this book plus the number of pages present inside this book. Remember this one. The number of pages present inside this book, the number of pages present inside this book should return yard. What I'm taking? Now return very simple. What I'm trying to take? Self dot pages. What is the meaning of self? Self means B1 or B2? Respond. B1 or B2? Self means what? B1 or B2? B1, first argument. Plus other dot pages. Other means what? Other means what? B2, second argument. Other means what? B2. That's all. Okay. If you apply, if you define this method in my book class, now let me run this code. Can you please observe? Let me run this code. Sir, first book contain 100 pages, second book contain 200 pages. The total number of pages is nothing but B1 plus B2. The total number of pages is 300. Ayyo, are you able to understand? Now, I have one quick question is there, sir. Observe that. Plus operator is applicable for numbers or not? Respond. Plus operator is applicable for numbers or not? Yes, it is applicable. Plus operator is applicable for strings or not? Yes, for string objects also it is applicable. Plus operator, is it applicable for book objects or not? Array plus operator, is it applicable for book objects or not? Yes, plus operator is overloaded based on my requirement, right? Which is nothing but, okay, like this book, which is nothing but operator overloading. Remember that? Clear? Which is nothing but operator overloading. We can use operator to meet our programming requirement. We can extend operator functionality to meet our functionality. Plus only one operator, which is applicable for numbers, which is applicable for string, which is applicable for book based on my requirement, which is nothing but what these concepts are: operator overloading. Clear, right? No, because add functionality is defined only for two arguments. That's why it is applicable only for two books. Clear? Any doubt? Saujanya, you are asking some doubt, you have to tell. Sir, is it returning integer or object? What answer you can tell? Is it integer or object? Can you please tell? Is it going to return integer or object? It is going to return, sir, integer as well as object, because integer itself is an object only, right? Integer itself is nothing but object only. Object, because everything in Python is an object. Okay, that's all. Itself is object only. Object means integer only. Int value only. Because self.pages we are passing as 100, 200 means internally it is the integer object only. It is going to return number. That's why we are going to get, not book object. Saujanya, it is not book object. It is going to return. What it's going to return? Number of pages. Number of pages is always what? Int type. Clear? Are you in a position to understand plus operator? Okay, like now, sir, why don't you use less than? Sir, b1 plus b2 plus b3 invalid. Invalid, because plus operator is always expecting two arguments. b1 plus b2 plus b3 itself is invalid. Invalid. Yeah. Divya, it is also invalid. b1 plus b2 returns int value plus b3 the book. You are not defining int and the book. Int and the book. Error you are going to get. Don't worry, here plus operator we are defining. Yeah, maybe a chance. Why don't you check variable arguments? Maybe a chance. Just check that. Yes, here we are defining only for two arguments. If you are going to take multiple arguments, how you can able to do that? Okay, just check that option. Yes, maybe variable number of arguments, like you can able to take something like maybe a chance. I'm not sure. How to declare variable number of arguments? Anyone? Star, right? How you can declare variable number of arguments? Star, right? Star n. Okay. I have one small doubt. Let me cross check. I'm not sure. If I'm not going to succeed, just I will check and I will update you. Don't worry about that. Here, just I'm taking sum. Total is equal to 0. I'm taking. Total is equal to 0. I'm taking. So now total is equal to, let me take self.pages. Already I covered. Self.pages. For each x in other total is equal to total plus x dot pages. Next, return total. Let me cross check. Just I'm writing blindly some code. Perfect. It's working. Let me create one more book. B3 300 pages. B1 plus B2 plus B3. I don't think. No. Here the problem is only for plus. It is telling B1 plus B2. B1 plus B2. It is telling B1 plus B2. The result is always int. The result is always int. It is always expecting whenever plus, it is calling this function. Okay, not like this. Yeah, if there any such type of option is there or not, I will check that. Nesting, how you can implement nesting of operator overloading, I will check. Don't worry. Is it possible or not? I'm not sure. Let me check. Sir, I hope everyone got the basic idea. What is the meaning of operator overloading, which is not there in other languages like Java? Everyone got the basic idea. Are you able to understand, right? Yes, make sure, sir. This is what is the meaning of operator overloading. Remember, sir. Next, what I want to take here is, listen a bit carefully. Sir, for plus operator, yeah, Guru Prasad, it's not going to work. Don't worry. Even you are taking parentheses also, it won't work. Okay. So now here just observe, because parentheses was not the problem. Now observe plus operator. What is the corresponding magic function? What is the corresponding magic function? Magic function like this, right? So Jenny, you can able to do, yes, you can able to do that functionality also. Yes, 1 minute. Here just take a bit very special care, very special care, sir. Then what will happen is at last final plus operator also returns book object only, right? Saujanya, final plus operator is also returns book object only, right? Then now you can able to talk about that pages you require to use. Getting it right? Then now you can track number of plus operators. Okay, that we will check that. Don't worry. Now my question is, for plus operator, this is the function we require to use. Similarly, now just observe that. Similarly, we can able to use for the remaining operators also corresponding things are there. If it is the minus operator, if it is the minus operator, right? Just very simply I'm taking, sir. Just have a look once. If it is the minus operator, I'm taking. For the minus, obviously, can you please expect what the method we have? Sub. Regarding sub is the method. Next one after that, for multiplication. For multiplication, what is the method we have is MUL. Remember that for multiplication, MUL. Next one after that, for division. What is the method? Respond. What is the method you have? Div. Div is the method. Correct. Div is the method. Next one after that, for floor division, you can able to do. What is the method we have? Floor div. Floor div, like we have floor division. Next, modulo operator is there. Then automatically, what is the method we have? Mod. Mod is the method. Remember, it's a very easy to memorize. It's a very easy to remember. Star is there. What is the meaning of star? Exponential power. Then what is the method here? Power. It is not square. Power. A power B. Something like that. Next, plus equal. Sometimes you can take plus equal also. Plus equal. Then automatically I add. Okay. Next, minus equal. Then automatically I sub. Okay. I sub like this. Next, can you please minus equal? Next one after that, multiplication equal. Next, I multiplication, MUL. Okay, remember, all these are magic methods, right? All these are magic methods, whatever we have. Okay, like that. Next one after that, sir, star equal. Next, do you know division equal? Division equal is there. Then I div, sir. Next one after that, sir, no, floor division equal. I floor div. Floor division equal. I floor div. Okay, I floor div, like this we have division, floor division, sir. Next, percentage equal. Then automatically I mod like this, right? Next, after percentage equal, next star equal. Just a matter of 1 minute, please observe that. Star I POW, I power, sir, I power. Next, do you know, sir, this is the star equal. Next, less than. A bit important, sir. Please, sir. What is this? So, can you please guess what is the function name? What is the function name? What is the function name? Can you please guess? LE. Regarding, sorry, LT. Less than, LT. Less than symbol, sir. LT. Next, sir, less than or equal to. Then automatically LE. Less than or equal to LE. Next, greater than symbol, sir. Less than or equal to. Next, greater than symbol, sir. GT. Remember that. GT itself. Next, greater than or equal to, then automatically GE, like greater than or equal to GE. Next, I want to use a double equal operator, sir. I want to use a double equal operator, EQ. Regarding double equal means what? EQ, sir. Next, not equal operator, then automatically like not equal operator, NE. Okay, remember. So these are various, almost all possible magic methods we have. If you are going to override based on your programming requirement, sir, happily you are allowed to use. Okay, like maybe in other languages it is there. Yes, in other languages I hope in C language, or where you have Onkar, C++. Okay, maybe bash, like sir, these things, these are, yes sir, these things are by default considered as, okay, magic methods. By using these magic methods, we can able to implement operator overloading concept. Remember, just can I extend with two more? Just observe, for my book object, can I able to use plus operator or not? True dev, I don't think it is the dev only. Sir, can I able to use plus operator or not? Yes. Why don't you use less than also? Why don't you use less than also? I want to apply less than, sir. Sir, very simple. What I want to take, print B1 is less than B2. I want to ask, sir, B1 less than B2, then immediately Python will give left and right, because the reason for that is less than symbol we are not allowed to use between book objects. Observe that. If I can take, sir, just 1 minute, sorry, 1 minute. Here the sir. Now observe that. Now have a look once. Sir, less than, not supported for book and book. Then what I require to do, sir? Can you please observe that def underscore less than less than. Sir, here also two arguments, self comma other. Return self dot pages is less than other dot pages. So, sir, this book is less than second book or not, with respect to which you are going to consider, number of pages or otherwise price wise, like based on your programming requirement, you can decide right now. Observe what is the answer. If I can able to define this function, then less than is applicable for the book objects also, like this, right? Now observe B1 less than B2. Is it true or not? Yes. Now earlier we are getting the problem, but now that problem by default is going to be resolved. Clear, right? Okay. So why don't you apply? I want to use greater than symbol. Greater than also. I want to use greater than also. Can you please guide what is the method we require to take? Def greater than or equal to I want to use, right? Greater than or equal to I want to use. Then automatically self comma other, just return self dot pages greater than or equal to other dot pages. Sir, if you want, you can able to take with respect to price, with respect to books, or with respect to age, whatever your programming requirement, happily we are allowed to use. So we can extend any operator based on our programming requirement. This concept is nothing but what? Operator overloading. Clear? Everyone can able to understand. So the biggest advantage is you can overload operators for your programming requirement, but very unfortunate, which is not allowed in Java. In Java, operator overloading concept is not there. You can't use operators for our own objects for our purposes. No, but here it is possible through magic methods, right? Now observe that greater than or equal to I'm using. Greater than or equal to I'm using. Can you please tell, if I use greater than or equal to, what the answer? B1 greater than B2 or not? False. Greater than or equal to false. Like this, perfectly, it is going to work, sir. Greater than or equal to, like this I'm taking, sir. Perfectly, false by default we are going to get. That's all, friends. This is what you people should aware clearly. What about the operator overloading concept? Sir, between two student objects you can apply, between two customer objects you can apply, sir, between two student objects, then you can compare with respect to marks, sir, or with respect to height, you can consider, okay, like same, between two customer objects, okay, with respect to their account balance, you can able to do that. Clear, right? Okay, very simple, sir. This is what you people should be aware. Whenever we are using less than symbol, internally it is always going to call less than method. This less than method, what it's going to return, that result by default is going to be placed. Vaibhav, are you getting right? Whenever we are using less than, internally this magic method is going to be called. That magic method, whatever it is going to return, that return value by default is going to be placed at the result. Similarly, B1 greater than or equal to B2. Whenever we are using greater than or equal to greater than or equal to, then it is going to call GE method. Okay, this GE method, what it's going to return, it is going to take. This type of concept is nothing but operator overloading. Especially Java people, you should aware, because the reason is in Java we had operator overloading not supported, in Java not supported. What is the meaning of operator overloading? You should aware. You can use any operator for our objects, and we can define our functionality based on our programming requirement, which is nothing but operator overloading. Clear?